Hello everybody, welcome back to the Overton YouTube channel. In today's video we're discussing being a Christian teen in school. There'll be many more videos like this, but this is just like one of the first few episodes. Feel free to ask for any advice in the comments, like based on this topic, being a Christian teen in school, or anything really, and I'll try my best to cover it in the next video. But without further ado, let's just get straight into this, because this is going to be a juicy video. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about, the thing on number one, is can people tell that you are a Christian? Are people shocked when they find out that you're a Christian? 9 times out of 10 it's probably because you're not behaving like one. Wherever we go, we are meant to be representations of Christ, which we'll talk about more later on in the video. Gossiping, swearing, ignorance, rudeness, bad manners, and other bad things that are just common with teenagers in this generation, and teenagers especially in school, aren't good representations. They don't show us how we are meant to live our lives as a Christian. If we claim to be Christian, if we're wearing our cross outside, and then we behave in a bad manner in front of others, this may give the wrong idea about what Christianity is all about to that person. Yes, we're not perfect. Jesus understands that. We all slip up from time to time, myself included. Only Jesus Christ is perfect. But if we're doing these things all the time with no conviction, no guilt, no regret, without a repentant heart, if we're just doing them freely, then are we really Christians, or are we just saying we are? So that brings us to the next part of this video, being a representation of Jesus Christ. So I bet the last section scared you a little bit, but that's okay, because most Christian teens have a phase where they're lukewarm, or they're trying, but at church they act completely different to how they act at school, or when you're alone with God praying at night or something, you act completely different to how you are at school, even when you're trying. That's why I'm here to help. So how can we be a representation of Jesus Christ in school? Well, number one is being forgiving and loving. As Christians, we need to love everyone, even those who talk badly about us behind our backs, or those who we've had beef with, or we don't particularly like, or we have problems with. We need to pray for them, and hopefully they can find Christ too. We need to stick by the people that everyone leaves behind, or maybe stick by the person that nobody wants to be seen with, just like Jesus Christ has done for us. Let that love that Jesus Christ has shown us overflow into your life and overflow into your actual actions, like what you're doing. Maybe one of your friends, or even a random person at school, or even your enemy or something, is struggling with like an insecurity or depression or anxiety or whatever it is. You can offer to pray for them, or you can even talk to them directly. Maybe afterwards you can talk about how Jesus Christ can change their life, and how Jesus Christ has actually saved you, and the ways that Jesus has changed your own life. Obviously, we don't have to be pushy, but we have to be like a guide, like slowly guiding them to Christ. Don't obviously force them into it, because God has given us free will. Obviously, he's given us the Bible, he's given us resources, but he never really forced us into it, and that's not the right approach, obviously. Another huge thing that we need to start doing, that we actually need to start being, to be a good representation of Jesus Christ, is being confident. Doesn't matter who you are, or what box people have put you in, what other people think about you, whether they think you're weird, you're sneaky, whatever they think about you. You need to be confident. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 says, "For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline." Jesus never let anyone change him. He didn't doubt himself. He could preach on the rooftops if he had to. Jesus was confident, and we have to be confident like Jesus. If we want to be a good representation of Christ, we can't show half of being what a Christian is, being kind, being humble. We have to show the full thing. And being a Christian is also being confident. So if you want to wear those shoes, but you're scared everyone's going to make fun of them, wear those shoes. If you want to wear a jacket and it's not trendy or something, wear that jacket. If you have to sit alone at lunch one day and you're scared of people picking on you, sit alone. And remember, you're not actually alone. Jesus is sitting there with you. If you're scared to go to a chess club because people are going to say it's sneaky or weird, or you're scared to talk to someone because you're scared of their rejection, remember Hebrews 13 verse 6. So we say with confidence, "The Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me?" Who cares about what people think or what people are going to say when you have the most powerful God on your side? We need to have confidence in everything we do. Not being prideful or arrogant, but confident. We still need to be humble, obviously, but we need to be confident. Stop letting people hold you back. School can be a very nerve-wracking place for many people. Lots of people develop anxiety or social anxiety in school because of school. Many people lack confidence. No one in school is better than you. You need to remember that. We're all equal, popular or not. We shouldn't be scared of any of the people in school or what they think, because we have the most powerful God on our side. When we feel threatened, when we feel scared, we can always call on God and God will deliver. So when you start building confidence, you're going to see how much people will respect you, no matter what you look like. Less people are going to pick on you because they know you're not just going to sit there. Jesus still preached his message even when no one listened, and even when people thought that Jesus was crazy. So I'm going to make more videos about being confident as a Christian teen, but remember, videos give you a temporary boost. Only God can give you a permanent internal confidence that shines through. So this one's really important. If you don't want to be told the truth, then just click off the video right now, because this one's really important and this is something that we all have to consider. So take a look around you or scroll through your friends list. Who are the people that you surround yourselves with? The people we hang out with can tell us a lot about ourselves. When we spend time with someone long enough, you might notice that you start to pick up little habits or words or phrases and you start using them yourself. Maybe people can't tell you're Christian because of the people that you're hanging out with. People judge others by association. Maybe your best friend always gets in a lot of trouble, and then suddenly the teacher starts looking at you sideways, even though you literally aren't doing anything wrong. Do your friends gossip a lot? Maybe to the point where all you and your friend group talk about is other people. You might defend them in fear of losing them, saying, well, that's okay because I know gossiping is a sin and I don't join in. That rhymes. But how do you know your friends aren't gossiping about you when you're not around? Do your friends' jokes always seem to target you? Maybe it's a particular friend who just always says something as a joke that ticks you off. Are they really joking though? Or are they just using it as an excuse to embarrass you in front of these people and drag you down? Do you have a friend who's always talking badly about their body and their looks and stuff, and you start seeing these things on your own body that they're pointing out, and you start feeling down and you start feeling insecure? Or maybe you have a friend who claims to really hate someone, and maybe you're starting to hate that person too, and then you see your friend hanging out with them. Does any of this sound familiar to you? We should love everyone, right? Of course. But that doesn't mean we have to keep hanging out with a person or people who are slowly draining us out and dragging us down. Think about it. How many of your friends do you actually like? Like, genuinely like? How many of them do you trust? How many of them can you trust with a secret and they won't go and tell someone else? Friends make mistakes and we must forgive them and love them. But for the sake of both of you, you and them, you should probably leave that situation and let God guide you to someone new. You might say that leaving them is not loving them. If you leave them, it is loving them, because you might leave someone and they might realize what they've been doing wrong this whole time, and they might change for you or for other people around them that they may become friends with. Or maybe they just never actually liked you, and now that you've left, they can go and find someone new. It sounds harsh, yes. Or maybe you were a bad influence on them and they're a bad influence on you, and now that you're both gone, you can go and find someone new and you can become a better Christian and become a better person, and so can the other person. When you find people who truly actually love you and like you for who you are, you'll want to love others more, because you'll be so thankful and that you start spending more time with God, and that God has sent you this person, because they won't be draining you out. They won't be dragging you down. They won't be making fun of you because of your religion. And you can talk to them freely about your religion. You can talk to them freely about Christ, even if they choose not to follow him. Whoever that friend or that friend group is, if any of these situations about not being able to trust them or not genuinely liking them, or about them dragging you down or draining you out, this was your sign. So go and pray on it and ask God to move you out of that situation and into a better one, a new one. Amen. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you out, genuinely. Make sure to check out how to stop being a lukewarm Christian teen if you're struggling with being lukewarm. The link would be right up here and in the description below. My TikTok is also in the link in the description below, where I post short clips, bite-sized clips about the videos that I post on YouTube. But before we end this video, I just want to pray for the viewer. So I don't know who needs to hear this prayer. I don't know who the person is behind the screen, but if you want to receive this prayer, please just bow your heads down. So I pray that the person behind this screen can draw closer to you, God, that they can be a representation of you wherever they go. Break any chains of anxiety, insecurity, and depression. Cut out people in their life that are draining them out and dragging them down. Let them know that you can quench their thirst, that you will never let them die of dehydration, that you will never leave nor forsake them, God. Let them call on you, God. Amen. So thanks for watching this video. God bless you all. I'm thankful for this platform to spread the gospel on. Go and spread the gospel as well. Maybe share this video, whether you're watching this little clip on TikTok or on YouTube. God bless you all. Goodbye.